We have our boy Habo. Is Habo back? Guys, you know that Habo is probably gonna do a PvP thing, right? I'm curious to see if his build it is even closer to the build that I made.
I'm gonna show you my first ever Druid build. It's a tank plus support build. Since this is a preview build of the game, I couldn't really test it against real players. And when the Druid update hits, you can try it for yourself and tweak it if you want. This is a PvP build. Like I said, tank plus support. We are gonna use the bear farm, plus we have summon, grizzly, and two.
Oh, so okay, so it's very different than mine. Is actually using the big bear. I was using already the bear. Okay, so it's actually different. So I'm using the bear and the rabbit smite, but then these are I use like two very different skills. Let me see what it cooked.
So first of all, let's start with the skills. First, we have the bear transformation.
Yeah.
Then we have rapid might, circle of life, and summon grizzly.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Rapid might increases our life plus
so
our
OP.
nearby allies' life, which is quite nice.
So
it increases your maximum life by 25% for 3 minutes, and it makes you immune to next 3 total loss.
Immunity to the next 3 total loss of control. It's so broken.
Of control effects for 6 seconds. Plus, it generates 15 primal power when you use it,
and it has a very short cooldown.
And we have few essences to enhance it. Actually, we have one from the main hand, and it increases the duration of the rapid might when you are transformed. I didn't have anything better to use than this, so that's why we have this.
Yeah.
And from the
but I actually do not think that this is like, I also use this one just because you don't have like many other good options. But I genuinely think that is actually not needed, because the rabbit mites is actually lasts for 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a lot. It's pretty much you just buff up and you're good to go.
So when this is activated,
this is the OP thing, the magic attributes. 18% damage because he has 2 out of 4.
Damage is increased. It looks like this. As you can see, damage increased. Resist against loss of controls for the next 3, and your maximum life is getting increased.
So I think like on this version probably is bugged. I don't know.
So
maybe also increases the duration of like that immunity.
After that, let me show you circle of life.
Yeah, the magic attribute is boosted. Absolutely, it goes to up to 36%
time because of the essence we are using.
Okay.
From the chest essence.
Oh, I know why he's using this. He's using, so the Druid itself, the bear, has this essence that whenever your HP goes and drops below a certain percentage, you actually get like this instant heal, which becomes like really OP for the bear.
Circle of life now grants you and nearby allies.
It's not 2 hours duration, it's just like it's bugged.
9
this
seconds,
is a private server.
in which it heals 20k life per second. This number will be different for you. If life drops below 40%.
This game is heavy pay to win, but it's free to play friendly. So I am free to play, you can enjoy it for free, but like any mobile game, it is pay to win, obviously.
The seed is consumed and applies all of its remaining healing. So when it goes 40%, it gives you a big heal right away. As you can see, it works automatically when your life drops below 40%.
Oh my god, it actually works automatically. So this is like our bear Undying Rage, you know?
40%, and this skill is not on cooldown. It will be used automatically, and it generates 12 primal power.
I kind of like, what is the cooldown of these? Does it say the cooldown? No, you gotta have like a bigger internal cooldown. It cannot be like 9 seconds, every 9 seconds, right? Like it doesn't make sense.
By a percentage. I think this is a good one to get. And after that, we have our main tanky skill, the bear transformation. So when you transform into a bear, you stun your nearby enemies.
Yeah, the bear is awesome.
And while you are in the bear form, you gain 1 stack of endurance.
Look at this. Ursina endurance. reduce your damage taken by 10% and your duration of loss of control by 30.
The damage you take and the duration of loss of control effects by 3%, and it stacks up to 10 times. Plus, you consume 5 primal power per second while transformed.
I wonder like where the regeneration comes from.
While you are in this form, your primary attack is something called Maul, wide swinging claw attacks that deals damage. And our first skill, I mean, when you change it, your skills change too. First one is called Crash. Looks like this.
You just smack the floor.
And it deals certain amount of damage.
It's very, I think like it's very similar to the Golem. I wish it was a bit different.
To all nearby enemies, and additional damage equal to 10% of your maximum life. This part is quite important, especially for high resonance players, but even you are not, since we have Rabbit Might, our maximum HP goes up.
I think because of this 10% maximum life, resonance is going to be very important. And I still have to test, but Vitality might have a comeback for Druid mainly.
Which means this additional damage is going to be higher. Plus, we have one essence that increases our health even more.
Yeah, look at this.
When we transform.
It's the second one.
Into the bear form.
Look at this.
Find it. Yeah, okay, it's here. This one. It's a main hand essence.
It's below. It's below.
Werewolf, Bear transformation now causes you to roar, dealing damage and stunning nearby enemies for 2 seconds. And you transform into a gigantic bear, increasing your attack range by 10%. And it increases your maximum life by 0.3% for every point of primal power you have at the time of the transformation. So ideally you want to transform into this when you
I think he actually missed it. And because it says here. It was here in the back. He actually missed it. Where is it? It says, oh my god, what was it, man? I saw him skipping through. That basically says that you're gonna have like this boost of HP. Anyways,
if you change, it will be.
So what happens is like you get extra HP because you're big, and also you get extra XP, HP on top of because of the Rabbit's Might plus the bear. That's what happens. So you have like a huge increment of life percentage.
So this 10% of your maximum life damage is gonna be huge thanks to these buffs.
Yeah.
And the other skill is called Bond, which looks like this. This is
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm gonna do a Vitality bear for DPS.
Movement skill at the same time.
It has like 65 combat rating because it's a private server.
Jump to a target location, knocking nearby enemies airborne and dealing damage, which also grants you a shield for 4 seconds.
This is so good.
These shield is active, the damage you take is reduced by 20%, so this makes you even more tankier. And we have another essence for Crash. It shatters enemies' armor, increasing the damage they take by 15% for 3 seconds. And this form has one more skill called Mangle. And it says grab two enemies in front of you and slam them together, creating an explosive force that deals damage and stuns nearby enemies for 1 second. So you have 2 stuns with this transformation, one when you first transform and one with this. Plus, this one deals additional damage equal to 10% of your maximum life as well, so those life increases.
So you can stun them, the nearby enemies, for 1 second, but if you grab the 2 enemies and you smack them together, it's actually 3 seconds.
Will be useful here as well. And if you can grab enemies together and slam them, they are going to be stunned for another 3 seconds. And we have one essence for this too.
Oh, it was there.
Two. Which consumes and slam them. They are going to be stunned for, which consumes 15 primal power after you use to reset its cooldown, so you can use it twice.
Right you're using these? Huh, interesting.
And from the magical attributes, you can use this one, while in this form, you gain it.
Look at these guys. Look at how massive OP is this magic attribute. So whenever you pair the magic attribute from the warbird, that you get a shield for 5 seconds that absorbs 136,000 damage for every 25% maximum life lost. So whenever you lose a quarter of your health, you're gonna get a shield. If you lose another quarter, you're gonna get another shield. And this scales with your life, it scales with your resonance, it scales with everything. Can you guys imagine how broken Warbird is gonna be? It's gonna be insane.
A shield for 5 seconds that absorbs certain amount of damage for every 25% of maximum life lost, which makes you even more tankier. And next we have Summon Grizzly, and you can pick something else instead of this one. I picked this one because like you don't want the enemy to only focus on you, so this summon is gonna be around you, which can take some of the auto attacks from you probably. And the summon gets the buffs from...
So on my build, I was using the Thorns. The Thorns, or I think I was not using the Big Bear, which is an interesting choice. I think I was using like something else. I don't remember well. I have to see on the footage.
And Circle of Life as well, so it's gonna have increased life, and it will be able to heal over time. And we have an essence for this too, which is a head essence. Summon Grizzly now.
Will it have enough CC immunity? Yeah, it has, man. Every time that you use your Rabbit's Might, you get like these 3 charges that you immune to CC. And on top of that, if you are in your bear form, you'll have 30% decrease on the loss of control durations. So yeah.
The Flaming Bear.
And imagine like if you go full resistance, full armor. So full armor, full resistance, and then you go full vitality, so you scale up your damage with this maximum HP.
For 15 seconds.
You don't need to go with anything else.
Dealing damage to nearby enemies and knocking them airborne. It continues to damages all nearby enemies, dealing damage per second and inflicting burn, which deals additional damage per second over 3 seconds. So
he's using the fire.
And it also attacks with its claws, dealing damage. And if you use the skill while it's active, it leaps to a target location, dealing damage to all nearby enemies and knocking them airborne. And
like Druid is probably the class that has more knocking to the airborne that I ever seen. Bro, like 10 skills and essences or more, they do knocking to the airborne. It's crazy.
It increases its critical hit chance by 30%. Not your critical hit chance.
This is the bear.
The summon's critical hit chance.
Yeah.
Plus it generates 22 primal power when you summon it. And one other important essence for this one is coming from the offense.
Oh, this is okay. Okay. Now I understand why he's using the Big Bear, because you summon the bear. The bear is gonna be in like in the middle of the fight. Is gonna take damage. Whenever the pet takes damage, you're actually regenerating more primal power, which is gonna increase the duration of your bear. Okay, this is actually smart. Interesting.
Your summon generates 2 primal power when it takes damage, and it cannot occur more than once per second. This is a passive way to like collect some primal power.
Interesting
and the
mechanic.
Looks like this, and you can use
it looks awesome.
Might and the healing skill on him. See, it will gain.
Oh, it heals him.
Plus, it will gain.
But the duration is like very short, though.
Pretty cool. And those are the skills.
I wish the duration was a bit higher.
Since it has some sort of range, but you can give it a shot and try the other one.
No, don't try the other one.
We don't have essences for any of them, so you can pick whatever you like. And I think we talked about the essences.
Okay, 4 pieces. It has to be
the magic attributes you need to pick. So let's talk about the set items.
Okay, 4 pieces.
2 pieces of Urge to increase the duration of the buffs, plus legendary gem buffs as well.
Okay.
Other than that, we have 4 pieces of Mountebank to make you more, even
makes
more
sense.
tankier with additional shields.
Where is the 2 pieces?
And since Mountebank shields are based on your maximum life, you are gonna be getting crazy amount of shields.
I will say that there is a possibility that you can even go like with the 6 pieces Mountebanks.
From 4
because you're so tanky and your shield's gonna be so massive.
And for the other 2, I wasn't really sure. So I picked this Abyssal set, Sky Breakers.
Nah. Like, I don't think like this makes a lot of sense. Because like, it's gonna shock them, but you don't have lightning damage, right? There's only earth and fire damage. So probably maybe 2 pieces, like what? 2 pieces banquets? 2 pieces like ads? Because you're gonna have like some bleeds and things. I would love to put like the escape breaker, but maybe let me see what he's gonna say.
Bolt set, 2 piece for some extra damage. This is once again you can kind of change and
yeah, I think he knows.
And those are the set items. So other than that, let's just go over the legendary items. For the headpiece, we have the Yawning Maw. For the chest, Saved by Nature. For the shoulders, Grant Endurance. And for the pants, Shatter Grass. For the first main hand, the Crow. And
looking at Habo, it's so good because he's not like first language. He's not. He's Turkish, right? And I'm Portuguese, and we both actually have trouble. If it is like a very weird name on the answers, I will just butcher it.
For the other one, Frenzy Reed. For the offense, we have Ifes Nails and Hungry Blades. So that's the setup. Like I said, I wasn't able to test it against real players in this version of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like this actually, listen, guys. Habo is back, boys. It's back. Our homie is back. Go there, drop him a like and a sub if you still didn't.